Explode the Code Online ensures students' individualized instruction by placing students within a specific group of phonics skills through the use of assessment zones. These assessment zones, seen as green bars in the reporting graph, are cumulative review lessons that serve as placement lessons when a student first encounters them. When a student successfully completes an assessment zone, he is immediately jumped to the next assessment zone. This process continues until the student fails an assessment zone. Then he is placed into the first unit associated with that zone. At the start of the program, students are placed in the first assessment zone of Book 1 by default. Teachers may place students manually at another assessment zone or in a specific unit in the program sequence. To learn more about manual placement, see the Advanced Setup for Teachers video. The presentation of phonics concepts in Explode the Code Online follows a sequential format, which is a great benefit for beginning readers. However, some struggling readers may have trouble grasping just certain phonics concepts. For example, English language learners may have a good knowledge of consonant sounds and blends, but have difficulty mastering certain vowel sounds. It benefits these students to continuously assess which concepts they need to work on. The assessment zones help to achieve this because they assess students not just when they start the program, but as they move through each zone. Each time a student encounters an assessment zone for the first time, it acts as an assessment for placement. If they're branched back to the beginning of that section, they move through the units and will then work on the assessment zone content as cumulative review. Explode the Code Online activities are labeled by book, lesson, and unit. The book represents the workbook level that covers several phonetic concepts. The lesson represents the specific concept presented. The unit represents the type of activity being performed for that concept. There are various activity types and they have different levels of difficulty depending on what the student is asked to do. For example, a unit would be displayed as 131 to stand for Book 1, covering short vowel sounds, Lesson 3, covering the short A with final consonants, and Unit 1, the type of activity covering the particular phonics concept. Units typically consist of 7 questions, and each unit presents 1 question at a time on the computer screen. A student's performance in one unit determines which activity will come next in a student's sequence. Performance is measured by accuracy and speed, and students can receive 1 of 4 scores. Scores are represented on a report called a progress pattern graph as color-coded circles. An excellent score consists of 100% accuracy and a fast speed relative to the performance of all other students in the program. A good score consists of 71% or higher accuracy at a standard speed relative to all other students in the program. A fair score consists of 71% or higher accuracy at a slower speed relative to all other students in the program. A poor score consists of lower than 71% accuracy. 71% typically means that a student misses 2 items in a given unit. When speed is measured, it is measured against all students across the country currently using Explode the Code Online. In order to advance to the next skill, a student must achieve greater than 71% accuracy on a unit. So if a student receives a unit score of fair, good, or excellent, he will be moved forward in the program. When students fail to advance, they are placed in easier units that cover the same phonics concept. This practice provides additional reinforcement to help students move towards mastery. A slower completion time does not prevent a student from advancing in the curriculum. However, a faster completion time can accelerate the student through the curriculum. When students demonstrate 100% accuracy and a fast speed, they are branched forward more quickly in the program to avoid boredom in working on skills they've already mastered. Explode the Code Online provides continuous audio and visual feedback for students. Depending on the type of activity, some units include visual feedback that redirects students to choose a different response when answering.
W O A O W A O whale.
When the correct answer is obtained, each unit shows a colorized picture of the initially black and white image. After completing each unit, the student receives a badge on the chalkboard. The chalkboard displays performance data related to each individual online session. Each colored badge contains an image: a bumblebee, a ladybug, butterfly, or airplane, to represent a student's performance. The colors of the badges coordinate with the color-coded dots that show students' unit performance in the individual reports.